What's going on? I'm Brian Gubernick with Abrams International and Home Helper Consultants. As you can see, I don't have my partner, Jason Abrams, here today. The audience voted. They reached out to me and said, could you please remove Jason? He's really bringing down the videos. Just kidding, Mrs. Abrams. That didn't happen. Everyone loves your son. He just happens to be outside of Scottsdale today. But today's topic will actually be the 27 tips that we recommend or that we use to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. Before I jump into some of those tips, though, I'd like to call your attention to two things. Number one, there's a link below around free home value. If you are considering selling your home, you need to click on this link and request a valuation from us. In addition, there's a link to search all homes in your area. If you're a buyer, if you're out searching for a property or you would like to search for a property, you'll find this link very useful. That being said, let's get into some of the 27 tips. Now, of course, I'm not going to run through 27 tips right now, but I want to point out we have this flyer here we mail out to many of our clients and future clients. And if you'd like all 27 tips, just reply to this email and I'll send it your way. But just a few tips I'd like to make note of, some important ones. First and foremost, keep the reason for selling your home to yourself. Okay, I know oftentimes we want to share with our neighbors and share with our friends what our motivation may be. And oftentimes it's a very positive motivation, but not all of the time. The last thing we really want is for a buyer to really learn as to why we're looking to sell and have leverage with respect to a negotiation. Maybe they find out that you must sell because you've got to move in a week. Or maybe they find out that you must sell because there's a need for the profit with the property. They may negotiate a little bit different because of the information they have. Next, great one, I think, keep your emotions in check during negotiations. This is a challenging thing, I think, for many because, well, let's call it what it is. It's not just a house to you. It's not just an investment. It's a home for many. And sometimes we let our emotions get the best of us with respect to the home sale. For example, when a buyer comes through, they're going to ultimately have an inspection done on your property. And when they have this inspection done, odds are they're going to find several things wrong with your property. Little things, big things, whatever it may be. You may not see them as wrong, but in an inspection report, that's how they're going to show up. So don't get emotional about it. It's an objective sale. Do your best. Easier said than done, I get that. But try your best not to get your emotions involved. One last tip I'd like to point out in here, and again, it's in this 27 tips report that we can mail your way. Another great one that we really like is getting an appraisal, and quite possibly getting an appraisal prior to sale. It could be of great benefit to you for two reasons. Number one, it's an independent analysis of your valuation that's done outside of your realtor. So you order an appraisal, and sure, it costs a couple bucks, but it's an independent valuation of your home that's done by an individual or a company that specializes in this sort of thing. Number two, if you do have the actual appraisal report in hand, when a buyer comes in and writes a contract quite possibly below what you're willing to accept, you now have this documentation provided that you want to send it to them that says, hey, listen, I had a full-scale appraisal done on my property, and I got to tell you, you're way off on your pricing. Look at this analysis. This could be a very valuable tool in negotiation if you choose to share that appraisal. It also may come in useful when the buyer goes and gets their financing. You may see it as a tool that you could provide to the lender as an added benefit to help push that price to where it needs to be. That's all I have for you this week. Again, if you'd like a copy of the report, reach out. We'll send it your way. But thank you again for joining me. Brian Gubernick, Home Helper Consultants, and Abrams International. Please shoot me an email at brian@homehelperconsultants.com if you have any questions, or of course you can call the number that was listed at the start of this video. Thank you very much.